Hello, happy Black Friday. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving and had something to be grateful about. Today I'm actually just gonna do just my eyes today. I'm gonna go take in a quick shower and then do my errands or whatever. So just focusing on the eyes today. So it will be a tutorial, and I thought I would talk to you guys about how to play with color because I'm very colorful and I know a lot of people find that intimidating. How do you get into wearing just whatever the hell you want? So the first technique I think is pretty beginner friendly is just to break up your palettes into quads. So am still playing with Odin's Eye. You guys will have to forgive me. You will get some brand variety later. But when I look at this palette, I see quads. I see a darker, moodier, purpley quad. I see a light neutral yellow leaning quad. I see a pale purple with that gold accent, and then I see a darker bluer quad. And that's a great way when you don't know how to pair colors together, is to find colors that are adjacent to each other in a palette. Likewise, I also see like this really cool road right here. That's a column, but like I think that would be a really pretty look. And a lot of palettes are laid out like that. Odin's Eye has the shimmers and mattes alternating so that you can get a really good look just using that methodology. The other way that you can do it is to literally get out your random number generator and start doing palette bingo and just picking shades and forcing yourself to wear it. And if you do like I do, where you're just going to put it on and go hop in the shower, if you don't like it, that's fine, but you got a chance to experiment and practice so that you know what you do like for next time. But the way that I'm going to show you is something I read a long time ago. I don't even remember how many years ago it was where they said there's four places to put color on your eye. So you have your inner corner, you have your lid, obviously, you have the waterline, and then you have your eye line. So I'm going to take a couple opportunities to show you what that might look like if you're trying to do a colorful look, or if you're trying to bring color into a more neutral look. So on my eyes right now, I took a break and I did two identical, very neutral looks. Very pretty, but very neutral looks. So on this eye, I'm going to, I have no idea what I just dropped. Oh, my blending brush, I'll need that back. On this eye, I'm going to do my underline, and my underline's just gonna be a pop of color. So I'm really digging the purple and the blue in this palette, so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm gonna take my thick pencil brush, which I really overuse it. A smaller brush would be better. I'm gonna put a little bit of purple like I would normally darken it up, and I'm gonna take this really beautiful pale blue and put that under my eye, and that should give me like this like really pop of purple and blue. And you see how subtle that is? That's not taking over my eye, but I'm gonna build it up because I'm not afraid of color. And then obviously a purple in the waterline would like really tie this up. And if you're really feeling into it, that's still a little subtle for me. That still doesn't get the look I want. I'm actually going to go in and take a shimmer that's in that same like brightness or blueness that I want and put that over. So I have like this icy purpley tone underneath my eye. And that's not overwhelming. It doesn't match what I'm wearing, but that's not the point. The point is to show you where it goes. And then this eye is going to be my inner corner. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clean off my brush, and let's do this really bold orange so it actually matches what I'm wearing. And I think orange goes really cute with this. One of my favorite shades to do this with is like a yellowy or lime green, because that's hard to wear against a lot of people's skin tones. But if you have just a little pop of it, that's a really fun way to incorporate that. And I really like that. I really like that little hint of neon right there. And obviously I could have reversed this. I could have had a little hint of like a blue sparkle and then like a neon under eye. But the point is, this is a really fun, easy way to play with color and to tie in your outfit to your eyeshadow look while still keeping it predominantly neutral. But there's a couple more ways. So editing, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I did two different eye looks this time to prepare my lids a little differently. So on this side, you have a really simple one and done all over sweep. And then on this side, I just left the lid blank, but I just did a little bit of darkness in the outer corner and a little bit of brightness in the inner corner, kind of standard, just minus the lid shade and a little out of order from how you might normally do it. But that's okay because you can always build in layers and go back and touch up. So I'm not really messing anything up. So for this eye, remember we're trying to incorporate a little bit of color. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a really hot pink eyeliner. I always use hot pink when I'm trying to show what something looks like against the skin, because it always just shows up so nicely. And it does. It looks super bright and hot. And I actually almost never wear hot pink except as a liner, because I have a couple of sweatshirts. Well, one that just is hot pink, so it looks really good with the contrast. So that's the liner on this eye. Again, it was one and done, but they have this really bright contrast. And keep in mind, these aren't necessarily the colors that I would choose. If I'm doing a look, I'm just choosing colors that would like show up really well and kind of get the point across. Like obviously I would probably wear orange with this shirt, and I might not go so cool toned, but cool tone's really flattering on my skin and kind of embodies the like neutral background that I'm trying to give y'all. And then for this eye, I think I'm going to play with that bright blue again because it was really pretty and you didn't really get to see it on the under eye. So I'm just going to start putting that on the center of my lid. Of course, it's a very pretty reflective shimmer, but I'm also not afraid of shimmer. It's almost glittery. And this is going to be the most intense way. So I kind of showed you in order of like most approachable to like least approachable. And I'm just going to blend a little bit of a dusky purple here, just for the sake of making a look complete, and then add, by the way, the neutral looks I'm pulling are from the My Dream palette, which is why you're kind of seeing the same colors. And then re-darken and blend this outer corner. I still have my highlight here. Everything here is as it should be. So let me give you a chance to show, since you didn't get to see it last time, what this looks like with liner and mascara. So here's what each of those looks would look like with liner and mascara. This one's pretty enough. I think I could wear this all day. I love that. And then this eye, I really love how that liner just peeks through your lashes. If you are going to wear falsies with this type of look, just might want to opt for a clear band or the type of lash clusters that go under your eye, simply because you don't want to see that band sort of creating like a dashed line against your liner. But other than that, those are kind of the 4 ways that you can build color gently into your looks. So again, a lid shade, inner corner, under eye, or liner. And that will give you 4 different ways that you can play with color and still be very approachable. Now, as for me, color goes everywhere. But some days it's good to have this skill set so you can take it down and tone it down a notch if you need. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you always for listening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.